I'm Ashley. I've been cosplaying for just a couple years now.
Yeah, just being able to meet other people who share the same passions and hobbies as I do, like, it's awesome. I love this weekend so much.
Howdy friends, it's Scoutmaster Demi. We are here bright and early at Momocon. It is one of the largest anime gaming conventions in North America here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm personally here because I'm hosting a panel on arcade preservation, and we've got a fun group of people with all sorts of exciting things that we're gonna be covering, like anime vinyl cars, wrestling, a Miss Pac-Man tournament, cosplay, and of course, tons and tons of arcade games. I cannot wait to break down all these exciting stories and tell you all about it. Here at Momocon, I have learned all about Itashas. This is a style of car that's got a vinyl wrap on them full of anime characters. The word Itasha means painful or cringe in Japanese. Also, many of them are pretty cool. And I learned quite a bit about Itashas as well because my good friend Megamaster X has got a panel on it where he talked all about what goes into it in terms of the cost, the design process, and even licensing, right? If you are using characters that you do not own, which many Itashas are using, you are very prone to getting issues from companies who want you to take them down. So yeah, very, very high risk, high reward sort of setups here. But I also want to show up this car that Megamaster himself is well, he owns this. He made this car himself based off Ghost in the Shell.
I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. Someone drove by and there was an anime sticker on it, and I was like, you know what, I've known about Itasha for a little bit. I've watched some YouTube videos and things like that, and I was like, you know what, let me jump in some of the display stuff real quick. I'm a big fan of getting signatures from the show, so I have Richard Epcar, who voices Bato, Steve Bloom, who voices the Laughing Man just recently. On the other side, I have John Swayze, who did the voice of Aramaki. Unfortunately, the other Aramaki voice actor passed away recently, but he's the current one, and Sandy Fox, who voices Tachikoma. And yeah, so we have my co-pilot, the Tachikoma plushie here. That is unfortunately a replica Genga. I didn't have the $5,000 or $6,000 to spare to get the original, so that is a replica. Turns out they were given out during the premiere of the Ghost in the Shell anime movie as like a perk that you could just get, almost like the Mew trading cards from the Pokemon first movie, which is pretty sick. This is the second revision of this design as well. There was an older one, but this one covers more of the car. Unfortunately, it got vandalized, which is not very common, but we took that opportunity with an insurance claim. There is accessory coverage for insurances, and you know, I took the insurance money and was like, you know what, instead of getting the same one, let me put a little bit more of my own money into it and just redo it a better way. I got new art commissioned. That major art is commissioned from an artist called Geistbox. My wife did the Tachikoma on the side, and the rest is like art from and elements from the older one. You'll see how it's kind of glossy. The glossiness is actually another layer on top of the printed vinyl, and that's what this is. It is clear perf. Staying away from Disney is big, or any kind of like rights holder. Using official art is not great. I would advise people wanting to get into it to stay away from things like 10K wraps or you know, eBay or things like that. It's tempting to be like, oh, let me dip my toe in with something that's not very expensive to see if I like it, which is fair, but you're going to get a subpar product, and that's going to sully your experience. I don't think I can ever drive a car that's not Itasha, to be honest with you. It just feels wrong at this point.
This little Kirby car is among my favorites. It is so compact and small. You've got all these cute little Kirby knickknacks and accessories on the inside. I think the size of the vehicle really contributes a lot to just like the feeling of it, of how cute it is. There's even a little pink carpet down below, and quite a few plushies on the front as well. So definitely one of the better Itashas, I think. Folks, I gotta tell you, my favorite Itasha here has gotta be this one, Red Riot, the My Hero Academia character. My personal favorite, so I guess I'm a little biased in that way. But I love the simplicity. I love the red that's being used and emphasized tremendously here. Even that art with that determined look on his face is super, super cool. And then look at how intricate we go on the interior as well. The hood of the car has got some extra art. You even got signatures that are going down here. I wonder if I can zoom in and get a good look at that. I think this has got to be one of the best slam dunks in terms of simplicity. In fact, what's also cool here is that the owner of it has got his little booth as well. I think we should definitely take a look and hear what he's got to say.
So I took the inspiration from My Hero Academia. You know, my car is red. It's a race red 2015 Ford Mustang. What I brought into it was the cosmetics of it. So I actually made sure that the wrap and the engine and everything was actually, you know, fine-tuned into what I thought the car's potential would be. Luckily, I've been able to win, many trophies, best in shows, best engine, best Ford. Justin Cook, the voice actor of Kirishima, Red Riot, was at Pensacon 2 years ago. So I was able to take off the engine cover and I brought it to him. I actually asked him what the weirdest thing he's ever signed, and he said definitely it would be a car engine cover. And he didn't get it until recently, about a year ago. I was at the BJCC Stadium and I showcased it. And luckily he was there as a guest, and he was finally able to see it and he was able to sign it. So it's also signed on the driver's side door right there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he actually signed it. So Justin Cook is a super cool guy, super phenomenal, very laid back. So that's who signed the front and the actual, also the dash plaque. There's also a signature of him.
So cool.
My wife and I customized it that way, where we went online, we found a fabric, like a tapestry kind of fabric, and what we did is we went to a craft store and we actually bought the spray glue. So we spray glued it, and then we put the the mesh, the actual cloth. It was handmade, but actually by me and my wife. Having it for 4 years is a lot of learning, of trial and error, of what works, what doesn't work. Probably die with it. This is gonna probably, instead of buying an urn, this is what's gonna be buried, I'm gonna be buried in.
The Manga Library is such a special idea here at Momocon. First of all, if you are someone who's more introverted and finds the energy of a big convention with tons of people overwhelming and you feel like you need to take a break, what a great spot to do it, where you can just sort of relax and read wonderful things that maybe you haven't known about. I can't personally relate to you introverts, but I can certainly empathize. I bet it's a great idea for you. But to be honest with you, I feel like manga in general is just a little bit less represented in the sort of greater weeby Japanese-loving fandoms. Most of us like to watch stuff, right? So anime's popular, TV shows, movies, what have you. In fact, if it weren't for my love for One Piece, I probably would not have as much of a stake in caring about manga. So I really loved this spot to have people who could come in, give you recommendations. I personally did not know that Miyazaki wrote a Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind manga. Holy cow, I got to see some Ace Attorney stuff I'd never seen. I just had a great time in it, and I'm sure that there are many people out there who really appreciate that quiet spot to learn and find new things to read. Now's probably a good time to say that of course I didn't go by myself. I had a whole group of people that I linked up with. I stream a lot on Twitch, and of course I am mostly known for my retro video game content, which you should definitely check out down below. But I'm really thrilled about the IRL vlogging stuff too, and it was such a pleasure to finally put faces to the folks that I've known and loved online. So this Metro Diner and Bar was a super cool spot. It seems like they're mostly known for karaoke, because at nighttime we definitely heard them as we were walking back from the convention. Huge area. They also had $90 cake, which sounds egregious, it certainly is, but they were pretty big and massive. I was pretty tempted to order one just for all of us to eat together, but seems like most people were pretty down to save their money, and I'm pretty glad they made that choice.
Yeah. Chief, what you got? You got some breakfast burritos.
Does it zoom in? Yeah.
It does.
Oh, very cool.
You got some guacamole, some jalapenos. That's happening. I can see some hash browns. Wow, I love it. Y'all got a bunch of burritos, huh? They seem pretty good.
I think I'm the only guy at this table that's getting breakfast.
The food was not only good, it was very filling, at least mine certainly was. I ordered biscuits and gravy, some of my favorite breakfast dishes. It had meat sausage patties at the bottom, and when I went to use the restroom, my friends ordered me corned beef hash as a side. So yeah, never had that before, but it was pretty tasty, and I basically left the entire day feeling like I did not need to eat anything else.
100-sided die. There's 100 sides.
That is absolutely amazing.
They're even randomized too, so it's not like it's just one.
Roll it right now. Roll it right now.
Okay.
Oh, it rolls.
I rolled a 47.
Nice.
That's a little below average, but I'll take it.
Team Rocket with a Gyarados.
That's only roughly $5.
Treat your Magikarps well.
That is so awesome.
1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Rocket, Yeah, that's horrible.
They're all over Marta. How do you know I just didn't get it from, the central station? Falling all over the tracks.
That is way too funny. You are just amazing. I absolutely love that. Okay, so tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. I've been cosplaying for just a couple years now. I normally cosplay video game characters and sometimes anime characters. This is my 2B cosplay. It's one of her variations. I love her because I love cosplaying really powerful, sexy women in anime and video games, so I love this one. Yeah, I just really love the hobby, and I'm so glad I decided to join about a couple years ago. So.
Yeah, what got you into it? Like, what was the first bit of push that it took for you to get into it?
I just really loved the characters and their outfits, and I loved their attitudes. I just love really powerful women, and I wanted to embody that because I feel like I can see myself in them. So I just decided, you know what, let's just go ahead and do it. It's a little expensive, but hey, what are we working for anyway? So we only live once, so let's go ahead and do it. And I did it. I never looked back.
The funniest thing just happened to me. Somebody asked for a photo, which I was very happy to give. They said, hey, which Mega Man are you? And I explained, oh, this is like kind of an original character, kind of a Mega Man. Just walked away mid-conversation. I think next time someone asks me, I'm just gonna say I'm bad box art Mega Man from the very first games and see how they react.
I'm Justin. I saw a rolling BB-8 at a con back in 2016. Told me about there's a Builders Club, and I joined the Builders Club, and I've had him running since 2019. Started teaching myself CAD during COVID, and built a different drive system for it. So a lot of it is all custom metalwork and stuff like that. You can get one rolling fairly easily, but it also can be a challenge. Some advice that a friend gave me was the only way to make good CAD is to make a lot of bad CAD first. Watched a lot of YouTube videos about how to design stuff, and I used 3D printing for the drive system as prototyping.
Oh wow, take a look. Holy cow.
So the top half is all dome movements. And the lower half, that's how the body tilts.
Usopp and Perona! You just look like Luke. It's like the craziest thing. I love it.
Like maybe 2 weeks ago, my hair was about twice its length. And I definitely had the Anakin going, but then I cut it, and then like later that same day, found out I was coming here.
I love that. Wow. Well, I'm telling you, you could pull Anakin and Luke pretty easy, so that's awesome. Way too cool. Wow. Amazing Homelander. So good. Wow. I need to talk to you about Wild Bills. They are a vendor here at Momocon that deal exclusively in drinks and souvenir cups. If you buy one of their cups, you get free refills throughout the day on your sodas. But if you hold onto your cup and bring it, say, the next day, or heck, even to another convention where Wild Bills is at, for a very small fee, you can continue to get free refills. Gang, I don't know about you, drinks are so important. You can tell that my voice is hoarse because I've been talking all day, have not been getting enough liquids in my system. They're extremely important, especially in a hot area. The margins have got to be amazing, and the lines are always long. Think about paying, $3 or $4 bottles of water that can happen at a convention. Why not just buy a souvenir, get free drinks throughout the day? I think it's an absolute slam dunk. They must be making bank, and that is extraordinarily creative. Now, I'll be honest, I've never really seen wrestling at any other gaming nerdy convention I've been to, but I guess it's always kind of been a thing at Momocon. I guess last year they used an in-house team to actually put on the shows, but apparently, according to friends that I have, they were saying that I guess someone just sort of rushed the stage in at last minute last year. This was not someone who was a part of the show, started beating down on a woman, and people at first thought, oh, this is just part of the act, but I guess the people who were up there, the wrestlers, were like, whoa, wait a second, this hurts. So they had to get security to escort the guy, and long story short, there is a different third-party company that's doing the wrestling this year. Still, it's really fun to watch. I mean, if you think about it, wrestling is just basically live-action anime, especially when you got the special moves and it's choreographed and everything. It's the best when the crowd goes wild, you hear that big thunk of a sound, people do their special crazy moves, and you've got beautiful people who are out there hyping up the show just like a WWE event. It's actually, might not be called WWE anymore, I'm not even really too sure about that, but still, a ton of fun of wrestling over here. Yep, there's even entrances and heels. I mean, I'm telling you, it was really a great time. Yeah, welcome to Georgia, where it rains randomly for short periods of time, and yeah, it's a cute little spot. It's definitely not luxurious, but we got a little Christmas tree out here in the front. Check it out. We can throw some ornaments on. I'm joking. All right, let's get that code and we'll start getting in. No, this is cool. I like this.
Way smaller on the outside.
Yeah, it does seem way small on the outside. No, this has got a. No, this is cool. I'm into it. Look at that. We got a little board game table. Wow. Okay.
Not my groceries.
Well, did you think there'd be groceries soon?
I think it'd be like water.
Wow. Okay, this was a good spot. Wait, I'm really happy. I was like, okay, again, this is not the most exciting spot when I first. I love it.
Well, do they all have TV? Or just these?
Wow. If I had a flower for every time I thought of you. That's a lot of flowers. You think about convention weather, you probably think of this, thunder and lightning. We're gonna go grab some Takis from our bag. I've definitely been hearing the thunder. I actually haven't seen the lightning, to be fair, but definitely been hearing the thunder, which has been quite fun. And yeah, the good news is, even though it's raining like crazy, that has no impact on the deliciously salty, limey flavor of a good bag of Takis.
Go, 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 go,
go. Yeah, yeah, oh, yeah. Well, shouldn't I grab some more than this, just this pizza? Is there nothing for me to take? Oh, okay. Let's get it. Let's get it. We're doing it. We are very much doing it. All right, basically scouting out which other bedroom will be good for me. We got Chief and Zeta here, which is fun. I believe Ladybug wanted this one back here. This is kind of cute. You got 2 beds, rocking chair, and a massive teddy bear. That'd be very fun to cuddle with. And this is like a thought bubble. So like maybe if you line up the words inside the thought bubble, you have a real life thought. Imagine having a real life thought. You are my sunshine. Nice.
We had a few last minute cancellations, so this Airbnb in particular was last minute and a bit smaller, but still really good.
All right, figure the rain seems like it's let up a little bit, so I'm gonna check out the outdoor area. And look at that. Not even 30 minutes have passed and the sun is already back out. So funny. And there's like the slightest bit of rain, but barely, right? Again, that's Georgia in a nutshell. Look at how green this garden is. You can tell, again, the rain, the humidity, like these are all a huge part of the culture out here. Used to live in Georgia myself, so pretty familiar. I think if the tables dry up, this could be a fun little spot to, I don't know, take a break, have a private little chatting session. What's cool is the front area, or the patio, can go pretty far. Not the patio, the driveway, what am I talking about? The driveway can go very, very far. Now it seems like this is gonna be the neighbor's area up on that side, because I can see another little house on this end over here. But honestly, this would be such a good spot to play like hide and go seek, or like, you know, bury some treasure and make a little treasure map. Fun spot for sure. Really, really fun spot for sure.
I mean, who was I kidding? We're a bunch of nerds. There's no way we were going outside to touch grass ever, except to actually go outside and maybe enter the convention hall. We had so many folks with us at our biggest day. There were 14 people for our breakfast, and we had about 8 to 10 people on most Airbnb days. Speaking personally, I live in California where it's very deserty, so even the smallest opportunity to see a lot of verdant moss like this, beautiful.
It's funny, I probably took a shower an hour ago and I already want to take another one. That is Georgia 101 right there. I don't miss it at all.
What's cool too is not all of them were directly from the area. One girl drove all the way out from Illinois to visit us. We've also had people from New York City who came. I had myself from California as well as one other friend from there too.
You need help?
You got your hat. I brought a few games aside from my N64 and Switch. Brought Blockus, pretty fun. Brought Backgammon, because why not? We got 100 games in 1 year. So
100 games?
including Chutes and Ladders.
That is so many games.
Then, well, this alternate version of Battleship called Battlefleet. Pretty easy.
Wow. And you prefer this to the GameCube controller?
Absolutely.
I love that. That's so cool. Wow. 3 D-pads is crazy. I love that. That's like, oh yeah, get a little, take a picture. That's so cool. I love this Game Boy.
Awesome.
USB-C charging.
I had to do some cutting and stuff inside to make it fit. That's the only thing I did, but I'm super proud.
Wow. And that IPA, or whatever the, what do you use that brightness lingo? So good.
Then we had some people from North Carolina who drove 5 hours as well. I mean, again, I cannot tell you enough how much fun it was putting the actual faces to all the people from our streams and Discord. Which, by the way, you may have noticed that we were not covering the arcade and Miss Pac-Man tournament in this video. We're going to put that on my second channel because this one just ended up being way too long and crazy for me to go. Oh yeah, we had the most random selection of drinks, by the way. People brought Fresca's, Minute Maids, and Barks Root Beer. No Coca-Cola for Atlanta, Georgia. Can't believe it.
Watch out for the almonds.
Chief, you didn't let us read the directions.
Here you go.
Are they... You steal from Waluigi.
It's actually my favorite.
You doesn't matter.
Oh my god. Yeah, but I'm so glad you made that video.
The full moon was just beautiful. It really made me feel like everything was coming together, especially the lack of blankets for my friends who got a wonderful little towel to sleep with.
I got you. Got another towel for you, bud.
So generous.
Definitely consider subscribing if you enjoyed this video. We spent a lot of time in Atlanta checking out all sorts of wonderful things, and we do weekly travel videos every single Tuesday. I hope you'll consider sticking around, and I can't wait to see you there.
Yeah, just being able to meet other people who share the same passions and hobbies as I do, like, it's awesome. I love this weekend so much.